Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Josh Hader leaving Houston for the Dodgers has sent shockwaves through the baseball community, sparking endless speculation among fans and insiders alike. Rumors have been swirling for weeks, whispers of negotiations, and subtle hints from sources close to the locker room. And now, finally, the deal seems to have materialized into reality. People are buzzing over what this means not just for Houston, but for Los Angeles as well, with analysts debating the potential impact on the Dodgers' pitching rotation and how Hader might fit into their bullpen strategy. The chatter isn't limited to performance alone. Fans are discussing the broader implications, imagining Hader in the iconic Dodger blue and picturing the dynamic energy he could bring to a team that has long been chasing dominance in the league. Social media is ablaze with opinions, ranging from cautious optimism to outright excitement, and every highlight from past seasons is being replayed and dissected as evidence of what Hader might contribute. The rumor mill has been relentless, fueled by insider leaks and cryptic tweets, with fans eagerly connecting dots that may or may not lead anywhere, and the narrative has grown to feel almost cinematic in scope. Everyone is trying to read between the lines, wondering if this signals a larger strategic shift or just a high-profile acquisition meant to make headlines. As conversations swirl around the deal, questions naturally arise about Houston's next steps, and speculation is rife regarding who might step into the void left by Hader's departure. Analysts are pondering whether Houston will attempt a trade, rely on rising talent from within, or pursue free agents who could match Hader's unique skill set, and the possibilities have ignited a kind of feverish excitement among fans and pundits alike. The Dodgers, on the other hand, are being scrutinized for their long-term plans, with some questioning whether adding Hader now represents a strategic masterstroke or a gamble that could backfire if chemistry or performance falters. Rumors suggest that conversations in private meetings, far from the public eye, have been intense, with executives weighing every angle and imagining countless scenarios, and the speculation has grown so dense that it feels as though the league itself is holding its breath. Observers are also noting subtle shifts in social media activity, interpreting cryptic posts and likes as potential hints of the evolving situation, and fans have turned every minor comment into evidence supporting their theories. The energy surrounding this transfer is contagious, and even casual followers of the sport are finding themselves drawn into detailed discussions, debates, and predictions as the narrative takes on a life of its own. Everyone seems eager to see whether this move will mark the beginning of a new era for the Dodgers or just another headline in a season full of surprises. The buzz around Hader's transition is not limited to strategic discussions. It has taken on a cultural dimension within the fan communities, as merchandise speculation, highlight reels, and player comparisons flood forums and discussion boards. Fans are debating whether Hader will quickly adapt to Dodger Stadium, with its unique dimensions and fan atmosphere, and imagining how his signature pitching style will translate against divisional rivals. The rumor mill has transformed into a full-fledged cultural phenomenon, with debates about everything from locker room dynamics to marketing opportunities, and every outlet seems to have its own take, feeding the frenzy. People are drawing comparisons to past trades of similar magnitude, analyzing historical data and anecdotal evidence to argue about potential outcomes, and the narrative has been enriched with both statistical speculation and emotional storytelling. Social media influencers and sports commentators alike are framing the move as a potential game-changer, prompting heated debates and friendly rivalries, while everyday fans contribute to the narrative with memes, polls, and even imagined press conference scenarios. Each conversation builds on the previous one, creating layers of meaning and anticipation, as though Hader's arrival could rewrite not just the Dodgers' future, but the very culture of the league. This swirl of speculation has reached a point where it almost feels like the story is unfolding in real time, and everyone involved seems to be enjoying the thrill of the unknown, feeding the rumor fire with every new hint, tweet, or insider comment. Meanwhile, insiders continue to drop subtle hints, often cryptic, that keep the rumor mill churning, making it difficult for anyone to separate fact from speculation. Leaks about private meetings, scouting reports, and negotiations fuel endless discussions about HADER's potential role, and fans are dissecting every detail as if it were a critical clue in a high-stakes game of chess. The narrative surrounding his transfer is being shaped not just by concrete information, but by the collective imagination of a passionate fan base, each theory more elaborate than the last. Analysts are exploring every angle, from pitch selection and velocity trends to locker room chemistry and media strategy, and each new insight sparks waves of further speculation, often diverging into conflicting storylines that make the situation all the more compelling. Rumors suggest that the Dodgers front office sees HADER as more than just a player. He is being viewed as a strategic asset capable of influencing not only game outcomes, but also team identity and morale, and this narrative adds a layer of intrigue that fans cannot resist. The interplay between fact, analysis, and pure conjecture has created an ecosystem of speculation, where every insider comment, every social media post, and every highlight clip feeds the story, making it impossible for anyone to ignore the unfolding drama. The rumor is no longer just about a player. It has become a living narrative that encompasses strategy, culture, emotion, and ambition, and it seems destined to dominate conversations for weeks, if not months, to come. Amid the frenzy, attention has turned to how HADER himself might adapt to Los Angeles, with speculation ranging from his training regimen to personal life adjustments and media interactions. Fans are curious about how he will handle the spotlight in a city known for its intense attention to sports and entertainment, and insiders hint that even subtle lifestyle changes could influence his performance on the mound. Discussions about adaptation include imagined scenarios of interactions with teammates, coaches, and fans, and every minor detail seems to be magnified in the collective consciousness. Observers are also debating whether HADER's unique pitching approach will require adjustments to fit Dodger strategy, or if it will remain a perfect complement. And every analyst has their own interpretation based on prior performance metrics and anecdotal evidence. The rumor mill has expanded to consider HADER's potential influence off the field as well, including marketing appeal, public relations impact, and the way he might shape team culture. Fans are actively predicting which numbers he might wear, what promotional events he could headline, and how quickly he could become a fan favorite, while social media amplifies every tiny clue and insinuation. The collective anticipation has turned his arrival into an event in itself, a story that is unfolding both on the field and in the minds of millions of supporters, creating a layered, multidimensional narrative that blends sport, personality, and imagination into a single, irresistible spectacle. All of this speculation feeds into a larger narrative about the Dodgers' ambitions, with HADER's signing interpreted as a signal of intent that stretches far beyond the mound. Rumors suggest that the front office sees this acquisition as part of a broader strategy to dominate the league, influence rival teams, and energize a fan base hungry for victory, and every angle is being analyzed in painstaking detail. Analysts compare this move to historical precedents, trying to predict whether it will cement the Dodgers' reputation or create unexpected challenges, and each new rumor adds depth to the discussion. Social media is alive with predictions, hypothetical lineups, and imagined postseason scenarios, with every user attempting to decode insider clues and extract meaning from official statements. Even casual observers are swept up in the excitement, drawn in by the idea that HADER's transition could herald a transformative period for the team, creating endless talking points and a continuous loop of speculation. The energy is electric, and every article, video, and podcast seems to amplify the tension, turning what could have been a simple trade announcement into a cultural phenomenon. Fans are not just waiting for the next game. They're participating in the narrative, theorizing, imagining, and analyzing every potential outcome, feeding a collective storytelling machine that shows no signs of slowing down. As the story develops, attention inevitably shifts to the league at large, with rival teams responding in kind and speculation intensifying about how competitors might react. Rumors suggest potential countermoves, strategic adjustments, and even psychological games aimed at exploiting the uncertainty created by HADER's departure from Houston. Analysts dissect every aspect of roster management, predicting how the balance of power could shift, and fans weigh in with passionate arguments about fairness, opportunity, and the unpredictability of sports. The narrative has become more than just a transaction. It has become a lens through which the entire season is being interpreted, and every rumor, hint, and prediction feeds into the larger tapestry. Media outlets, commentators, and influencers amplify the buzz, sometimes intentionally, sometimes inadvertently, adding layers of interpretation that make the story feel larger than life. Every fan interaction, tweet, and forum post contributes to the narrative, creating a feedback loop in which speculation fuels excitement, excitement fuels coverage, and coverage fuels further speculation. The result is a story that exists simultaneously on the field, in the locker room, and in the digital spaces where fans congregate, a multi-layered saga that reflects both the passion and obsession that sports inspire. It's a rare phenomenon where rumor and reality intertwine so completely that the outcome, whatever it may be, feels secondary to the drama of the unfolding story itself, and the anticipation continues to build with each passing hour, minute, and social media post. The excitement surrounding Josh Hader's move to Los Angeles shows no signs of slowing, as whispers continue to circulate about potential behind-the-scenes negotiations and subtle signals from the Dodgers management. Fans are endlessly dissecting every public statement, every cryptic social media post, and every historical trend in order to predict how Hader will integrate into the team. The rumor mill is alive with speculation about how the Dodgers will restructure their bullpen, whether Hader will immediately assume a leadership role, and how his presence could influence the performance of existing pitchers. Analysts are theorizing about training schedules, bullpen rotations, and strategic deployment in high-pressure games, all while noting the intangible impact a player of Hader's caliber can have on team morale. Social media threads are exploding with predictions and counter-predictions, with some fans portraying him as the missing piece to championship aspirations and others cautioning that no single player can carry a team. The narrative has grown so elaborate that it blends fantasy and reality, with imagined scenarios of playoff heroics and game-changing saves dominating discussions. Every new rumor seems to gain traction, and fans have embraced the suspense as much as the facts, constructing a living story where speculation fuels anticipation, and anticipation drives conversation that spans from casual chats to professional analysis, creating a feverish collective excitement. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Hader's arrival in Los Angeles has also prompted a wave of reflection on his career trajectory, as analysts and fans alike revisit past seasons, highlighting his signature fastball, slider, and high-pressure performances that often turn the tide of crucial games. Every strikeout, every save, and every clutch moment is being reinterpreted in light of the rumored signing, as if each prior achievement foreshadows a new chapter in Los Angeles. The rumor mill thrives on these historical narratives, with some fans arguing that Hader's consistency in the postseason will be pivotal, while others speculate on whether he can maintain peak performance amidst the intense spotlight of Dodger Stadium. Comparisons to legendary relievers, discussions of pitch selection and velocity trends, and even imagined interviews contribute to a layered, almost mythic perception of the player. Social media amplifies these narratives, spreading highlight reels, advanced metrics, and fan theories that blend sports analysis with storytelling. Analysts and commentators seize upon these discussions, framing every detail as a potential clue in a season-defining puzzle, and the cumulative effect is a sense of suspense that feels tangible, as though the league itself is collectively holding its breath. Even casual observers are drawn into the unfolding saga, captivated by the drama and possibility, making the rumor of haters signing a cultural phenomenon that extends far beyond statistics or simple transactions. Meanwhile, the ripple effects of haters' transfer are being felt in Houston, with insiders speculating on potential strategies to rebuild the bullpen and fill the sudden gap left by his departure. Rumors suggest that the front office is exploring every avenue, from trading for emerging talent to giving young pitchers an opportunity to prove themselves, while fans debate the wisdom of each potential move. Every comment from management is scrutinized, every scout report is analyzed, and every social media post is interpreted as a signal of intent, contributing to an ongoing narrative that is as much about perception as it is about reality. Analysts are weighing possible scenarios for upcoming games, imagining how Houston might adapt its rotation and bullpen strategy, and considering whether the team's momentum could be affected by the loss of a high-profile closer. The rumor mill thrives on these uncertainties, drawing in bloggers, influencers, and fans who contribute to a layered, multifaceted discussion that encompasses tactical considerations, emotional reactions, and long-term projections. The story has become a living dialogue between fans, media, and insiders, blending facts, predictions, and imagination in a way that makes haters' departure from Houston feel like a turning point not only for the teams involved but for the league as a whole. Every new tidbit is dissected and disseminated, creating a continuous cycle of anticipation and speculation that feeds the narrative at multiple levels. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.